Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pitchside Podcast channel, and I'm coming to you with the reaction for the Sevilla-Real Madrid game, which just ended with Real Madrid defeating Sevilla away from home 1-0. The most important thing about this game that Real Madrid got the job done in the end. It was a poised first half between the two sides. Real Madrid started the better, pressing early for the first 10 minutes, really. Not necessarily getting dangerous chances, but they did what they have to do in the first 10 minutes. Then afterwards, the game halted and became a physical and tense affair for the rest of the set for the first half. For its entirety, the Sevilla players were really physical, especially the midfield players like Fernando and Zidane. For Real Madrid, they needed to keep themselves compact and in good shape. They couldn't do much in the first half. Also, Sevilla couldn't do much of the same. The game was pretty well poised, but not in a positive way. It was in a more negative way, where nothing of notice happened in the first half. Only few chances, only probably one big chance for Karim Benzema and Real Madrid, which was paired away by Yassine Bono. In the second half, Sevilla entered in better form, starting the first 10 minutes super strongly, pressing higher than they did in the first half. However, a goal against the run of play in the 55th minute, getting caught behind their lines, behind the fullbacks, which were really venturing forward, looking for the lead, looking for the first goal. A ball behind Jesus Navas, capitalized on by Ferland Mendy. A good cross into the box, with Vinicius Jr. getting the slenderest of touches of the ball, only to deflect it off Yassine Bono and into the net for a goal that was eventually claimed as an own goal for Yassine Bono. After that, Sevilla were forced to press, were forced to go high, and forced to play for the rest of the game to, of course, grab the equaliser and return. They got the better of possession, but with few chances to show for it, making 4 substitutions by the 70th minute, while Real Madrid sat deep and played on the counter. They didn't really do much. Probably the only big chance that we could talk about in the second half was the goal, and after that they really regressed a lot, sitting deep, because they know if they opened themselves for Sevilla, they would have conceded some goals. Sevilla were toothless, ineffective really. They couldn't do much with the possession they have. They couldn't bother Courtois that much. They had some half chances, but didn't have the threat and the dangerous aspect of them that characterized them really. And they scrambled to get an equalizer in the late moments of the game, but they couldn't. Real Madrid could and probably should have capitalized on the openings that were left in the defense of Sevilla, specifically after they took Diego Carlos out for Oussama Al-Idrissi and changed the plan to playing with 3 defenders in the back, which really set the tone for the later stage of the game, the last 10 to 5 minutes, in which Sevilla were scrambling to get the equaliser, looking for any sort of opening, playing the ball across, hitting balls low and high, trying to look for the headers of El Nasiri, who came on from the bench but couldn't do much. Lucas Ocampos was quite ineffective on the left-hand side, then he moved to the right-hand side looking for better opportunities, but he couldn't have them. Overall, Sevilla, another ineffective performance. They possessed the ball more, they had more of the ball in the second half, but couldn't show anything for it. A decent defensive performance for Real Madrid. They would certainly take the clean sheet without real errors in the back, as was the norm for the last couple of months. They really sat deep. Modric and Kroos, I think, were tremendous in retrieving the ball in the midfield and trying to start the attacks, I thought. But they lacked in attack a little bit, but surely this won't be the be-all, end-all. Maybe the defensive display will give them good signs, but they will not need to sit deep against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Champions League, because always the goal is to win that game. Against Mönchengladbach, I expected them to go a little bit higher, a little bit more attacking flair, because they need the points. They're the ones who need the points more than Mönchengladbach do, because Mönchengladbach are going to be playing for a draw at the very least. Overall, a deserved win for Real Madrid in the sense that they sat deep and they kept the defense compact and pretty intact. They didn't make a lot of errors, didn't give a lot of openings for Sevilla to capitalize on. They really closed down very well. Surprisingly, the second clean sheet only for their season, considering how the season has been going for their defense. That was all for my reaction on the Sevilla Real Madrid game. Let me remind you to like, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Of course, follow us on Twitter at SolPSP, of course, and on Instagram at PitchSidePod. This was me, the HOD from the PSP, and I'll see you soon.